Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab your libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Oh, from the west side. Happy Tuesday. Happy holidays. And it's my homie. I know you probably are already in bed. Hey, Angie. You guys are enjoying it. I know, wow. Wait. This is away from me. You guys realize I was that loud. So I am on my iPad again tonight. And I am going to be off camera tonight. Because I have been dealing with a sinus migraine since Sunday. And I can't deal with the ring light, y'all. I can't. And without the ring light, you know, the way my melanin is set up, y'all can't see me. So we're going to be off camera tonight, but I'll be back on camera the next time. I promise. I already told my son I wasn't going on camera. He's not happy about that, but he'll be all right. He'll be all right. So there's a lot going on. Let me move this. Yeah, that's better. There's been a lot going on in the world, you know, as well as in personal life. So let's talk about the stuff that's been going on in the world. You know, first of all, I want to say, rest in peace, Twitch. Stephen Twitch us unalived himself.
he left a note that didn't really say a lot. It's devastating to see someone who brought so much happiness to other people that was going through some things inside of themselves that made them feel that they shouldn't be here or not want to be here. He left behind a wife and 3 kids, 2 biological and 1 that he had adopted, but all under, all young kids. The oldest being a teenager, but just barely. Hey, Couture. The Twitch situation and other Black men that unalive themselves is so disturbing, especially those that are in the public spotlight. We had a few years ago, quite a few years ago now, well, not that many, I guess. The young man that was Action Jackson on Disney as a kid. Then he was on the show Rizzoli and Isles, and he played a tech guy. He also graduated from USC, was a member of Kappa Alpha Psi, had a lot of friends, but he had talked about the fact that he had struggled with depression. And see, the crazy thing about when you're feeling sad inside is that most people can't see it on the outside. Am I going to that girl? We're gonna let Neek at Night handle that. But I am gonna talk about it in a minute. I'm gonna talk about it in a minute. That young man had everything to live for. And he unalived himself in a similar fashion to Twitch, except he did it in his apartment because he didn't have a wife and kids. I think he was only like 29 years old. I can't think of his name right now. It's gonna come to me. Let me get it for y'all. Action. Disney. Pers- yeah, let's see what the name is. Searching. I don't. Yeah, no, that's not it. I spelled it wrong. Hold on, y'all. Jet Jackson. That's the character that the young man played on Disney. And let's see what his name. Yeah, the famous Jet Jackson. The famous Jet Jackson. That's what his character was on Disney. He did that as a kid. I'm just trying to find his name. Because the name is just like going away from me. His name was Lee Thompson Young. Lee Thompson. Y'all can Google him. He unalived himself at the age of 29. But in the case of Twitch, he never talked about anything about having any struggles, dealing with anything, any type of depression, any type of, there was like no clues to us on the outside. And, but you have to wonder what was going on inside of him that made him do the, hey, Terry, that made him do this to himself. I mean, he was 40 years old. He was a multi-millionaire. So, contrary to the foolishness that his quote unquote friend Columbus Short put out there, he was not having any financial issues. That was a false narrative. I think that unless his family comes out to say anything different, I think no one is going to ever know really why. He just celebrated his 9th wedding anniversary days before. It's just, but one of the reasons why I was, I started doing the ASMR, and I am going to be doing some more this week and next week, is because this time of year is a very stressful time, and it is a time where a lot of people are going through sadness. I'm not even going to call it, the Christmas blues or the holiday blues or anything, but it's the end of the year. And I know that there is something about this time of year that unfortunately causes there to be a higher rate of people unaliving themselves. it's just it's tragic. I pray for his family. You know, I pray for his children. You know, hey, Miss Queen. Exactly. There were no signs at all. I know someone who took themselves out, unalived themselves when we were in high school. Nobody, no signs, nothing. And I can think about times when I was in high school, emotions that I had, you know, wishing I wasn't here or wishing life was over. But I never got to the point of doing anything to harm myself. And I recognize, as an adult, no matter all the things that we're going through, that might be stressful at certain times, there's still, God's gonna get you through. If you believe in a higher power, which I do. I just can't think that there was anything, nothing. You just don't know. You don't know. We don't know if there were things going on with him mentally that no one knew about. We don't know. You don't know. You can just, pray for the family. I mean, I think, was it last year? I think it was last year or earlier this year that as Regina King was at a high in her career, her son unalived himself. Another young Black man, talented, had everything ahead of him in life. But we don't know what is going on in people's heads. And I'm going to tell you, that even though we are technically out of the panorama, there are still people who are still dealing with the after effects, who have still, not gotten themselves fully back acclimated, not doing anything. I'll say for myself, I have not gone out, other than those few things that I posted and that you guys know about, like when I went to the museum. I haven't been to a movie, y'all. I haven't been to a concert. Also, because people that I wanted to see did concerts too early for me to want to go to a concert. And now that I'm maybe willing to go to one, I want to see this in concert. But, maybe next year I'll go to I guess it's still called the Playboy Jazz Festival. I don't know. The Jazz Festival. It's the Hollywood Bowl. It's called the Hollywood Bowl Festival. Yeah, I think I'll go to that. Formerly the Playboy Jazz Festival. That'll be an outdoor event. But I haven't been to a movie yet. Because I saw Wakanda Forever, but I didn't go to movies to see it. I know people. So y'all know. I'm right here in the Los Angeles area, And I know people in the industry. So, if you know people in the industry, you can get a copy. You can get a copy to look at your leisure. Hey, Miss Mahogany. So that's just a really tragic situation, which just took me by complete surprise. I don't think anybody was expecting Twitch to unalive himself. I don't think anybody was expecting that. I don't think anybody was expecting that. But mental health is so real, and one of the things that is tragic is that in the Black community, we do not trust going to therapists. We do not trust counseling. And we definitely don't want to take, any type of meds. But the one thing that I'm going to say is that if you need to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. I've kind of shared this very, briefly, but there was a time where I was about to lose it. I didn't recognize that I was really just about to fully lose it, but I was about to lose it. It was when my son was a teenager. My mother had moved to California, had recently divorced my son's father because of DV, and I was dealing with the dark side of autism because my son was acting out. And I just had a lot going on. So what I did is, even though everybody got mad at me for doing this, I went on a cruise. First of all, I went on a jazz cruise. I went on a cruise. Left my son in LA with family, and I flew across the country, got on the boat, went on a cruise for a week. And then when I came back, put myself into therapy. Now, the stuff that happened when I was going through therapy and the reasons that I had to end therapy, I will not hold against the practice of, counseling people. But I would say, I didn't get a therapist that was not melanated, but unfortunately the therapist that I got was melanated on the outside, but she wasn't on the inside. She was an Oreo. And so therefore, she was not the right person for me. So I had to end that therapy. However, if I ever felt the need that I needed to go into therapy again, I absolutely would do it, because I would rather put myself into therapy to unpack what's going on and figure out how to deal with it, rather than have thoughts of unaliving myself. You know? And many people in our community, they, you know, they think that going into therapy and dealing with the mental health is for people who have major mental health issues. But part of the issue, part of the thing of going to therapy, so you don't get to that point, the point of no return, which where Twitch was in his mind. You know, but clearly this was not this was not something that he didn't think out, unfortunately. I don't know, Miss Mahogany, because they're saying this man, he didn't have any, he wasn't having any financial issues. And here's the thing. We don't deal with our financial issues that way. Even if we're having financial issues, that's not generally how we do it. Even if we're in Hollywood, I think that it was something else. I really think that it was something else. Hey, Jack. I really think that it was something else. You know, I mean, I don't want to start conspiracy theories about, sacrifices, but that was the first thing that came to my mind. That was the first thing that came to my mind. But I'm just going to pray for the family. I'll pray for the family. So yeah, for those who are just coming in, I am not on camera tonight because I have a sinus migraine that has been going on since Sunday. And so when I'm having a sinus migraine, bright lights, i.e. the ring light, are no-go for me. They're no-go. So, I was barely able to deal with the computer screen for work today and yesterday. But I'm past that now. That's really all we can do. They're saying that there's no foul play. They're saying that there's no funny business. But nobody heard any, didn't hear anything. And the way that particular motel is situated, it's kind of hard for you to not have heard something like that. Unless it was muffled. So yeah, lots of questions, but I don't think we're ever going to get any answers. lots of questions, but I don't think we're going to ever get any answers. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the trial that's going on. So, the latest in regards to the trial is that a witness for the defense, under cross-examination, identified Tori as the person who had used the weapon. Furthermore, said witness said that they were beating that girl up. So, I mean, let me just say, for all the people who, despite, your feelings about the type of person that Meg the Stallion was, her not being a good friend, her sleeping with every man that her friends want. None of that negates the fact somebody took out a weapon and harmed this girl. Did bodily harm to her. And there's two people with residue on their hands. So, one of them did it. I'm leaning towards Tori. You think he was pretending? He was pretending to be happy? Yeah. I say, but I'll tell you that dancing, as a dancer myself, dancing, it produces endorphins. Dancing is something that counteracts it makes you, dancing is one of those things that makes you feel good, it makes you feel happy, but yeah, in regards to this trial, I'm just gonna say, don't nobody care about the fact that this girl has, been sleeping around. That's not what's on trial. And who cares? Her reputation has nothing to do with this. And the fact that the defense is using that is just making it look weak at this particular point. You can paint her out all you want, but your own witness got up there under cross-examination and pointed out your client. That happened today, y'all. So now, so we're talking about the LA County Superior Courts. I don't think that there's going to be any court on Friday. Monday's a holiday, but the courts are they usually close early on Fridays. And because this is a holiday weekend, there might not even be any. Thursday may be the last day this week of any coverage. I could be wrong, but that's generally how they do. And they may not even have anything next week. I don't know if they're going to be able to wrap this up this week, y'all. So, but the end result should be that Tory Lanez is deported back to Canada. Take your ass back to Canada, where you came from. And while you're at it, take your friend Drake with you. You Canadian ninjas don't need to be coming down here to the United States causing havoc. So, and I'm just wondering, how much time Kelsey is going to have to spend in jail for perjuring herself on the stand. That girl's perjuring herself. This is just my personal opinion in regards to her friendship with Meg Thee Stallion. Neither one of them are good friends. Okay, she was not a good friend to Meg, and Meg was not a good friend to her. And maybe Meg don't know how to be a good friend. Who knows? There are some people who are only children, not all only children, because I got friends who are only children that know how to be a good friend. But there are some people who are only children that don't know how to be a good friend. They don't know how, because they're used to being solo dolo. And maybe that's part of her issue. I'm not going to say it's because, she lost her parents at such a young age, because that's not an excuse. But maybe she really doesn't know how to be a friend. Yep, I think he did too, Miss Mahogany. I think he did. And, someone was bringing up the fact that I guess he was in the elevator with one of the jurors, but that juror's still there. So he's been trying. There's some things, that are like that he's done. It's like if you're innocent, why you gotta pay people off, allegedly, and why would you try to cause a mistrial by talking to a juror? Yeah. I believe they both handled the weapon. I believe, this is just my opinion, I believe that he is the one who used the weapon. And I believe that Kelsey then took it from him. Yeah, because she knew that it wouldn't come out to be her. However, I believe that Meg might have been intoxicated that night, but once she was injured, and this is monetized, so y'all know I'm being careful of the things that I say. She sobered up very quickly, and if she remembers nothing else, she knows exactly who injured her. But it sounds like there was other stuff going on, because it sounds like they're talking about they were beating up on her. So it's a lot of stuff going on. So we don't even have the full story that led to a weapon being used. He is truly making a mockery of the justice system. You know, because I don't know how they do it over in Canada. You know, but you will go to jail for tampering here, on top of everything else. So yeah, keep doing what you're doing, dummy. It just makes you look guiltier, sir. But this is, they're doing the trial is in downtown LA. I don't go near downtown LA. Downtown LA is a freaking mess. I used to work in downtown LA. I worked in downtown LA in one of them high skyscrapers. I think I worked up on, at one point I worked up on the 50th floor in a 52 floor building. Yeah. That was, I could see the courts from my office, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I sure could. Because I worked on Grand, and the courts are on Hill, which is just literally like a block or two away. Yeah. Kelsey, I don't know what's going on with that girl. She's not making good decisions. She's just not making good decisions. I'm like, and it needs to make better decisions as well. When she's finished with this whole court case, she needs to start making better decisions about her life, about her career. Do something with that degree she fought so hard to get. Hopefully her degrees in business. So she can negotiate better contracts. But I'm kind of keeping track of what's going on with that from afar. I will tell you that the best coverage that you're getting from anybody on the platform is from Nick at Night. You know, now Nick is not always unbiased, but she tries to be unbiased. But in this situation, she ain't got a dog in this fight. She's being completely unbiased. So as far as the full coverage, she's being, completely, and this is from somebody who's actually there at the court. There's other people at the court, but we're not going to give them those time because they're giving biased opinions about everything that is going on. Now, Tisa Tells is also giving some coverage on it as well, but she's not here. I believe she's in Atlanta or something, so she can't. But if you want good, full, good coverage of someone who was actually in the courtroom, that's definitely Nick at Night. It's not my lane. I do have some time off this week, but I won't be going to nobody's courtroom. I promise you. I got some time off next week too. But yeah, not going nowhere near this millennial case. So that's the thing, Miss Mahogany, is that in the music industry, when you want to be taken seriously in your career, you can't look like you to pass around. Because that right now, that's overshadowing the case. Baby, I told you, Mommy's not going on camera, but you can come in here and say hi. Who wants to come say hi, y'all? Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Say happy holidays.
Happy holiday.
Okay. Yeah, y'all know the autism. He likes to do what he wants to do. Go on, close the door. Thank you. I don't even know why. That's like, I don't know why she's trying to defend him. That's not even healthy. I mean, and here's the thing. The one thing is that they always try that. They try to make Black women not report things that were done to them by Black men. Because we're all trying to save them from jail. But if somebody has done something to you, we can't be doing it. Especially someone like this clown, who is an habitual. He clearly has aggression issues. Clearly he has aggression issues. So I hope he goes to jail. And the way that California is about weapons, yeah. Another reason why I tell everyone who's a law-abiding citizen to please exercise your Second Amendment rights. Exercise it while you still have it. Moving right along. So we're going to see what's going to happen in regards to that. Now I'm just going to talk a little bit about the Shanquella Robinson case, because there's really nothing to talk about in regards to that. There's really nothing to tell, because there's nothing, no one's in custody. No one is in custody, even though part of the act is on videotape. Authorities on both sides of the border have that. The FBI is involved. And yet they can't find people who are probably hiding in plain sight. Because, all Black people look alike, right? All they have to do is change something about them. The girls all, slap on different wigs, put on some glasses. And I'm not talking about sunglasses, but eyeglasses, that are not really eyeglasses. All kinds of stuff. And they could be hiding in plain sight. Because I'm still trying to figure out why no one is in custody. Nobody's in custody. All of those, false reports that were coming out saying someone was in custody, lies, all lies, people trying to capitalize on the situation, which is very, very unfortunate, because that kind of stuff could have caused serious, issues in the actual case. But they need to get these people. They need to be extradited to Mexico, and they need to be dealt with under the Mexico judicial process, because that's what they deserve. They don't deserve a fair trial. They won't get a fair trial there, because they will be going in as you are guilty until you prove that you're innocent. They can't prove that they're innocent because they're not. Yeah. That whole situation is very, very triggering to me. So I'm not talking too much about it, because I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see if we get some type of justice. There's a few reliable sources out there, but not much. And my fear is that it's going to be suppressed in the news cycle. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about that. Yeah, I talked about that. Is now, I don't know if you guys are aware about of this, but over on TikTok, there is a black girl follow train that has been going on for a few weeks. And what the purpose of it is for black women to follow and to support each other and to get us, all to the point where we're able to go live and monetize. Now, the rules are different over there than they are over here. But as this has been going on, and it has literally been breaking the Twitter algorithm. Oh, sorry about that, Miss. Sorry about that. You got timed out by Nightbot. So, but along with this going on, you have palm colored, envelope colored, whichever analogy you want to use, women who are complaining and hating on the whole thing because it is specific. If you're black, I'm following that. Now, I'll say for myself, I got to 1K in like a couple of days. I'm already over 2K over there. I could already go live over there, but I'm trying to push that to 10K on this train because you need 10,000 followers to monetize over there. So I need to get the followers. I'll continue to put content up, but I don't really have a reason to go live yet. I probably will eventually, soon, but not yet. But yeah, we have all these women who are hating on it. And this is one particular woman, I don't know what her name is, but she's now turned off her comment section. So you can't even comment, you can't stitch her, you can't duet her or anything to give her a piece of your mind. She made at least 100 videos about this. And she is being dragged for effing filth on TikTok, along with the other hating women. I mean, why are y'all jealous of black women wanting to follow each other? I mean, are you mad that we want to segregate ourselves? This is self-segregation. And then in the middle of it, y'all, I got white men, black men, pink men, purple men coming into my messages saying, hi, how you doing? And then you also have people leaving spam messages for dating services. Like, the F, do I look like a man? Do I look like I want to be with your snowbunny ass? Quit DMing me that stuff. This is the reason why we have the black girl train going on, because we don't want to deal with that nonsense. There's a reason why it's going on. I don't care. They are so mad. And it's not the white men. The white men trying to slip in all of our DMs. They trying to get with all of these black women in this black girl train. But it's funny that these palm-colored people are having such an issue with us uniting. We have broken the freaking algorithm on TikTok, and we keep breaking it. Because it started out with this thing. It started out with one song behind everybody. Now, then it went to this little boat. Now women are on these huge yachts picking up more Black women. And, if I spent my days on there, I probably could already be to like at least 5,000. But, I'm only on there trying to get like about 30 a day at this point. For the first few days I did that, but here's the thing with TikTok. They won't allow you to get more than a certain amount of, they won't allow you to follow more than a certain amount of people per day. They're doing the same thing. Remember when they had all the following back, when everybody was trying to get to their 1,000 here on YouTube, back before YouTube stopped us from doing all of that kind of stuff? Well, yeah, TikTok limits how many people you can follow, just like YouTube is. So within a certain period of time, you have to wait. Now, people have figured out a way to get around it, because if you just simply close out of TikTok, if you're on an iPhone like me, flip it up into the air so it goes away, and then open up a new session of TikTok, you're able to follow people again. Yes, I'm talking about those two ladies, Miss Mahogany, those two particular ladies who are being dragged for film. The one of them, she put up about 100 videos. She put up 100 videos. I mean, it's a couple of them that have been on there, because when they come through my timeline, I just look at them and keep flying past them. I'm like, nobody's talking to you. Now, I'm not saying that there are not palm-colored people that I follow. Absolutely, there are palm-colored people that I follow. But, why are you trying to get in on this? We're following each other back. And the people anybody who's not following me back, if they haven't followed me back within a certain amount of time, I unfollow them and move on. But if you're following me, I'm following you. I'm also going to your page, liking your stuff, liking what people are putting up. So I'm doing that for like over 3,000, folks. Now, obviously, I follow celebrities and all kinds of other stuff, but, I'm building up a brand over there. And hopefully I can, and I think this is what some other people are hoping, who also are YouTubers like myself, is that we can translate some of our followers that follow us on TikTok to YouTube. Because the people that are following me, they're not on YouTube. But hopefully I can get some of them to come to YouTube and follow me on YouTube too. That's the point. Because it's a damn shame that I was able to get to 2K in 2 weeks on TikTok, and I haven't been able to get to 2K in 2 years on YouTube. But I'm not hating. I'm going to keep grinding on here. I'm not going to do like some of these other folks do and buy followers, buy subs. I'm in the dirt getting my folk. But part of the stuff is that, you know, as we've gotten closer to the end of the year, you know, a lot of stuff been going on in real life. So I haven't really been on the platform. Like, one of the things that happens, I will tell you guys, is that I talked to my only niece, you know, the only niece that I have that's in, you know, my immediate family, my brother's daughter, for the first time. And she's 14, y'all. Never spoken to her. But I spoke to her. Had a nice long conversation with her, trying to get her Cash App so I could send her a little money for Christmas. You know, she's in high school. We had a very interesting conversation. You know, I had to remember that she's only 14. That she's very grown for her age. Not in a bad way, you know, I mean, part of it she needs to pipe down, but she just has an understanding of a lot of things. Unfortunately, it's like her childhood is somehow taken away. You know, and you know, one of the things I want to say is that I don't think that men understand. They don't understand that it is that just like it is important for boys to have a good relationship with their mother, because their mother is really the first example of a woman, and their first example of, you know, of really how they should treat a woman. For women, as girls, we need to have a good relationship with our father if he's here in this world. And you know, my sister and I are daddy's girls, and we don't even I don't even understand why the dynamics of my brother's relationship with his daughter is the way that it is. This is his only biological child, y'all. He don't have no other kids. He has no other children. Only child. Okay. And that he has an adopted son, her older brother, but this is the only child of his loins. Okay. So when I talked to my niece, and you know, she told me things in regards to the relationship that she has with her father, my heart broke because I didn't understand why he was like that when his father was there for him. Now, he might not like the way that my dad was there for him, but when my parents divorced, my brother came to California with my dad, because you know, my dad moved to California. He's not here anymore, but you know, during that time he was there. And my brother, you know, basically, you know, grew up in California with his dad, you know, and he went back and spent time with my mom. But I mean, this was his teen years that he was in California. I mean, you know, but he didn't have a parent that he did not have an absentee father, is what I'm saying. So I don't understand if what my niece is saying is true, because I'm not there. Why he is an absentee father for his only child. Hey, uppity. Yeah, I don't. This is the one thing that I will say as a woman of almost 60 years old. It is so important, and this is a conversation I'm having with my brother when I talk. It is so important for men who have daughters to cultivate a relationship with their daughters. And if you're not a good man, figure out how to be one. Do what's right for them. Because once you bring children into this world who didn't ask to be here, you have to make sacrifices for them. Sometimes it's not what you wanted, but it's what needs to happen for them. At least until they're 18. At least until they're an adult. But in reality, most real parents are available and would give their last to their kids until the day they die. But the law says you only have to do it for 18 years, and you can't do what needs to be done. So now, I'm cultivating a relationship with my niece, even if she's probably going to pledge AKA when she goes to college, because her mother is an AKA. I don't hold that against her. But, I'm just trying to really cultivate a relationship with her, because I don't know what's going on with her relationship with her with my brother. I'm thankful that my dad is still here, because I know she has a relationship with her grandfather. And from what she told me, she looks at her grandfather more as her father than her father, which is, and I'm talking about this situation, but I know it's not just my brother. You know what I'm saying? I know he's not the only one that's not, after divorce, not involved with your child. Like, what the F is that about? Still your child. She looks just like him, looks just like our family. And I don't think that he understands. I don't think that he understands, but maybe he does understand. But I'm going to say, I don't think he understands the impact that is going to have on her psyche when she is an adult if he doesn't fix this. Now, the one thing I don't have to worry about is that my niece is not going to be swinging from a pole. But he's a stranger to his only child. How can you be a stranger to your only child, y'all? And maybe that's, part of this, the generations that are growing up now, where the fathers are not in the home like they should be. But, that is not most Black men are good fathers, whether they are with the mother or not. And this is not the example that my brother got growing up. So, yeah. Having that conversation with my niece was just like really eye-opening. It's like he understands things that as a 14-year-old girl, she shouldn't have to understand. She shouldn't have to understand that stuff. Yet still she does. Yeah, I'm about to get off of here because I've been on here for over an hour. And y'all know I'm really usually on here for an hour, but I haven't been on here for so long, and I just it's been like 2 weeks since before Thanksgiving, I think, or was it? Yeah, I think it's or right after Thanksgiving. I don't know. I think it's been a week or two. It's been a minute. But do you want to kind of give you some heads up about things that I'm going to be doing going forward? So I am working on some daily thought, some coffee talks, some RT autism vlog that I'm going to be pushing out. I'm trying to get myself back on schedule of having a live 3 times a week and pushing out content at least once a week. Trying to get myself back on the schedule, but I'm also working on some stuff that I want to do as member-only content. So we're almost to the end of 2022, y'all. We're going into 2023. My goal in 2023 is to be monetized on all these freaking platforms that I'm on. As soon as I figure out how to get monetized on Instagram, I'm going to be working on that one too. But right now, I'm working on keeping my monetized platform here on YouTube, giving you guys more content, building up my other spoken word channel, the Purple Diva Den. I am going to be doing more ASMR streams just because I love them. Most of mine are probably going to be like rain and nature because until I can find the clips of other stuff that I can, loop into these videos, or if I go out and actually create them myself, which is something that I'm thinking about doing, is creating some, short ASMR videos and then looping them, which is generally how people do the ASMR. They'll make a short video and then they loop it so that it can play for a few hours. So I'm definitely have some more. I have like some night Sounds one. I have another ocean one. I have another rain one. There's another one that I want to do that's like with the wind chimes blowing in the wind. I gotta find that one because I had it, but I don't know what I did with it. So those are coming. You guys will see more of my artsy side. I'm trying to set up so that I'll be able to do some sewing things for you guys, some knitting, some crocheting, some of my painting. So yeah, all of that is moving forward, expanding, especially because y'all, part of the 55 plus life is, doing all that crafty stuff that you didn't have time to do when you were younger because you were too busy doing stuff. But I'm doing some of my painting, I'm doing some of my sketching, and I'm just got to share some of that stuff with you because those are things that I do to kind of be, calm. Going into the new year, I'm going to be going back into production with some more movies. Y'all got more movies coming out next year that I'm going to be doing. And I'm working on my books, trying to finish everything that I need to do on the book on raising my son with autism during this Christmas holiday. So pray for me that I have it posted done. I'm really trying to only be doing my editing in January because I want it to be finished before my 60th birthday, y'all. It took me so long to get this book done, but I have to get it out because it is I feel blocking other people's blessings by not getting the book out because I know that the experience that I had with my son when, quote unquote, there were less children with autism that look like us. Now there are more children with autism that look like us, that my journey will help someone else, will inspire someone else who may be at the beginning of their journey, somewhere in the middle, to raising this person up to an adult. So I will be back on. I'm probably going to be back on tomorrow night, you guys. I'm probably going to be back on tomorrow night because, yeah, I haven't been on, so I need to be on. So I'll probably be back on tomorrow night, and it's the holidays. Yeah. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for coming through. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. If you're on the replay crew, please like and share and subscribe. And as soon as I can figure out how to add super thanks to my videos, I'm going to start putting super thanks on my videos. People can super thanks after, but if you want to donate, please feel free to super chat, or you can cash app me during this holiday season if you feel so inclined. My cash app is $DCV Purple Diva. And you know how to super chat. But anyway, you guys, I'm about to get out of here. Let me get over to let me grab my my outro. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I should be on camera because hopefully by then I'll be able to deal with the lights and they won't be so sensitive. But until then, I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out of here, guys. I will see you. Peace.
Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out. Peace.